Hey guys, it's Edie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. And in today's video, we are going to be doing September's TBR. And I'm going to be doing it like most other times I do it with the TBR jar. So basically what it is, there's loads of different prompts in here. And then when I pick a prompt, I choose a book that kind of hopefully will match it. And I'm probably going to pick 6 because I always pick 6. I have only read, I think, 3 books from August's TBR, which is not great, but at least I read 3 of them. I'm just going to get right into the video, so I'm going to pick the first prompt, give it a good shake, and then I'm going to reach in, pick the first one and show you guys first like I always do. And it is this one, which is a book with love in the title. I know the perfect book. It literally got released like a couple of days ago. Let me get on, it's right here. Love Arranged by Lauren Asher, and I know this is like the 3rd book in the Lakefront Billionaire series, and I know it's a marriage of convenience, and I'm absolutely so excited about it because it's basically one of my favourite tropes. Let me read the blurb for you guys. It says 5 months, 2 people in love, 1 fake relationship with an expiration date. Sounds simple enough. The problem is Lily Monzo and I have history, so when she volunteers to date me so I can improve my public image, I say no. Our past complicates everything, but since my future depends on her, I agree to her plan. Faking it for the public is expected, but falling in love is private. This isn't part of our arrangement. And the next bit is about Lily, and it says, using a dating app sounds like a great idea, up until I discover Lorenzo Vittora was my match. My sister's boyfriend hates him. My mum is wary of him, and me, I spent the last year avoiding him. But when my business is threatened, I'm forced into teaming up with Lorenzo to save it. All I need to do is to help him with the mayoral election, and he promises to protect my shop. It doesn't take me long to learn that I'm not cut for fake relationships, but Lorenzo, he isn't capable of a real one. I'm just so excited about this, and I just love the covers of this series. They're like so pretty, and that's like the back of it. And I'm very, very excited about this because I remember there was like little snippets in the last book about these two, and I was just like so excited. I'm hoping this might be my favourite one out of the series. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. So the second prompt I'm going to pick is going to be this one, which is, let's open it, if I can open it. It's the second prompt, and it is a book under 200 pages. This is always very, very tricky because I feel like I never do have books under 200 pages. So this is going to be hard because I don't think any of these would be under 200 pages, because that one won't. Any of these? No. I don't know why I even put this prompt in there, because there's never anything under 200 pages, so I might just get rid of this prompt because does it say under 200 pages and not over? Because if it does say that, I'm a bit stupid. Oh yeah, under. So I think I'm just going to have to leave that and do a different one, because there's no way there's going to be one that I have that's under 200 pages. Unless it's a novella, but I don't have any novellas to read. I've read them all. The second prompt is actually going to be, instead of that one, this one, which is reading enemies to lovers. Ooh, okay. I'm going to do a bit of research on like Instagram. Let's have a look. It actually took me quite a while to find one and choose one, because I feel like there's quite a few options. But I've gone with a dark romance. I've gone Leave Me Behind by K.M. Morvain. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's a dark military romance, and I believe it's enemies to lovers. That's what at least it said on Instagram. And I want to do in September like reading dark romance for a week, so I thought I might as well pick a dark romance, because then hopefully I'll be able to get this off my TBR. And it basically says here on the blurb, Nell Gallows, I think, is the sole survivor of the elite Dark Forces squad riot after a detrimental attack 2 years ago. Unsurprisingly, she's put up as the top candidate for Specials Op Team Malum, the squad that goes when no one else will or can. There's only one problem. Malum blames their one casualty from, oh god, some of these names I can't pronounce, something mission on the riot squad. So what is she to do when she finds herself on a plane to California and on her way to sure death sentence? A one-night stand, at least that's all it's supposed to be. One last night to be free. Only she finds out too late that the dark and mysterious man she solely wanted to as a fling is not only her new comrade, but also the one she's dreaded meeting most, her immediate superior, an untouchable devil in the field of bones. He's hell on earth, cruel and unforgiving, but most of all, he hates her, and he makes sure she knows it. And yet she finds herself unwillingly to leave his side when he's unable to get to the evac point, where their mission goes away. I know. She stays behind the devil and the secret. Oh my god, it's so hard to read. The bottom bit of the blurb, it's in black writing and it's a black background. Secret she keeps. They only have one another to trust when there's no faith. When no faith is left. I hope that made sense. I'm not really sure because it was so hard to read the last part. But dark military romance, enemies to lovers. So the next prompt number 3, it's going to be this one. And it is, let me open it. Instagram chooses a book. Ooh, okay. Let me start recording my screen, and basically I'm going to refresh the page, and the first book that comes up that I haven't read on my physical TBR, I'm going to read. I've read all of those. No books. Read. But I don't want to hold in the high in this series. It's the first book in the series because you've got Taming the Heart and, well, Holding the Reins, I meant, is the first one in the series, and the second and third one in the series are on this, but I don't really want to read those first, and I don't have any of the others, or I've read those, so I can't do that one. Next one, it's got to be, I'm just going to keep scrolling and scrolling, because there doesn't seem to be that many books today. What about a book on this one? I've read that on Rescod that I don't have. I've read all of those. Well, one of those is on my TBR. If you've watched my TBRs before, you know the amount of times I've put the 7-year slip on my physical TBR. Let me get it. And I still haven't read it. So am I going to put it on my physical TBR again and hopefully read it? I am. Because it's come up on here, so I'm like, it might as well. I did try and actually pick it up and listen to it on audiobook, but I don't really get that far into it and I kind of just stopped listening to it. So I'm going to try again this month. I really am. And if I don't get to it this month, I seriously just need to unhaul it, because I think this is maybe the 4th time I've picked it for, what's it called? TBR. Let me just read the blurb on the back. It says 6 months ago, Clementine West had the worst day of her life. So she came up with a plan to keep her heart safe, stay busy, work hard, take no risks. And it's been working. That is until one day she finds a strange man standing in her kitchen. A man with kind eyes, a crooked smile, and a recipe for the perfect lemon meringue pie. The kind of man that before everything she could have fallen for. He's perfect, but for one thing, he lives in the past. 7 years ago to be exact. This should be impossible, but Clementine used to love impossible things. And maybe, just maybe, she will again. So this is like a, what do they call it? Magical realism? Romance book? Because he lives in the past and she's in the future kind of thing. So hopefully I will actually get to it this month. So the 4th prompt I'm going to pick is going to be this one. And it is, sometimes these are always just so hard to open. There we go. I think that's actually upside down. I think that's actually the right way around. There we go. And it is a book you don't know anything about. I think I'm going to do this one because I believe a video I've got planned in September, this could be on the list to be reading in the video. And I don't really know too much about it, apart from it's figure skating and maybe hockey and maybe fake dating from the title. I brought this book when I first got into reading and I haven't read it, so I feel like I should just pick it up and read it. And I remember when I first got it, I was like, oh my god, the cover's so cute, and now I look at it, I'm like, ugh. It's a bit, I don't know, why do their faces have no faces on them? But I'm going to pick this one because it's hockey romance. I love hockey romance. But then I think on Goodreads it doesn't have a good average rating, so I don't know if I'm actually going to like it or not, but I will. I'll find out. You'll find out, because I should be reading this in a reading vlog, hopefully. And basically the blurb says, Wren Hackley loves routines. She has always been a woman to stick by a schedule and work towards her end goal, no matter what the cost. The very last thing in her 5-year plan was to get caught in a fake dating plot with one of the hockey players she just about tolerates. Miles Davis is a rule breaker and a flirt. Everything that Wren is not used to and does not want to get used to. It doesn't help that he also one of the most popular guys to ever set foot into North University grounds. After much convincing, a few parties, and an awkward family meeting later, Wren and Miles navigate the world of social media trolls and the harsh truths of living up to their potential. When the line between what's real and fake begins to blur, will either of them admit to feeling things that aren't just pretend? So, fake dating, the figure skater, hockey player sort of book. So the 5th prompt is this one. There's 2 there. That one. And it is this one. It says, read a book with a person on the cover. Okay, that's quite a good one. It can be pretty much most romance books. Do you know what? I really want to read this one. It's called Not Safe for Work by Nashia J. Tooley, I believe. And it's a workplace romance. I believe it's more of like a summer romance book. Still September, still summerish vibes. And it's not actually that long. It's like 320 pages, so it's quite a good length. And I don't know, I've seen a lot about this book and I feel like I'm just going to love it. I don't know why. Because I just love the cover. I think it's just such, like, the colours and it's just perfection. So the blurb says, the company newsletter is about to get spicy. Engineer Trisha Malik once dreamed of being the first woman of colour to smash the glass ceiling at WMC Purcell. But after years of dealing with white male privilege and a blunt nepotism, she watches her hard-earned promotion go to her nemesis, Rafe Gallagher, the boss's son. Teetering on the edge of burnout, Trish is turned when she's picked up to attend WCM's corporate leadership retreat in Hawaii. It's a chance to receive her stalled career, revive, I think it says, her stalled career and compete for a coveted spot on the executive training program, plus 3 weeks in paradise. The only downside is Rafe is her co-attendee. Trish plans to avoid Rafe eternally, but when she arrives in Maui after a booking error has them stuck sharing a honeymoon suite. Sure, it's not all torture. Rafe is a smouldering 10, okay, fine, and 11, but after years of competition, they can barely stand each other being in the same time zone. As they vie against each other during, why are some of these words so hard to pronounce? Aptitude tests and team-building exercise, Trish begins to realise Rafe not be the villain after all. With her dreams at stake, can she learn to trust the man who might have been standing in her corner all along? It sounds so good. They're going to Hawaii, they get put in the honeymoon suite. One bed trope. I can see it coming. I can see that one bed trope coming. This is going to be so good, I can already tell. So the last prompt is going to be this one. Hopefully I can maybe pick a fantasy book for this one because I've had all romance books. Okay, here we go. Read a YA book. Oh, I am still in the middle of reading a YA fantasy series, so let me choose that one. And I have chosen the 3rd book in the Mortal Instruments series, which is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. And I can't really explain this book. Well, there's not really much of a blurb. It says, amid the chaos of the war, the Shadow Hunters must decide to fight with the vampires, werewolves and other downworlders, or against them. Meanwhile, Jace and Clary have their own decision to make. Should they pursue the love they know is forbidden? So this is like a urban No, it's not YA, is it? Is it YA? Yeah, I think it's YA. Let me check actually first. I could be saying all this and this isn't actually YA. And that would not be good. But I think it is. Yeah, it is YA. I was correct. I was not making that up in my head. And I can't really remember how the last book left off, but I remember, I think I gave the first book 4 stars and maybe the other one 4 stars. I can't really remember, but I do remember them being really good and I really did like them. So that is the last book I've chosen for my September TBR. So those are all the books chosen for my September TBR. And here they all are in a stack, so let's just go over them quickly again. So the first one I got was Love Arranged by Lauren Asher. The second one was Leaving Behind by K.M. Mavona. The third one was The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. The fourth one was Fate Dates and Ice Skates by Janice Boswell. The fifth one was Not Safe for Work by Naish J. Teal? I don't know. And then the last one was City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. So that is everything for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And like always, in the description below has got all my other social medias and my Amazon wishlist and everything like that as well. And if you haven't already, do subscribe so you can see some of these books which will be coming in reading vlogs in September. And I'll see you next time. Bye!